Hello and welcome to another episode of Put Me in Coach on episode 77, Diamondbacks versus Twins Game 3. Lineup of today, Pavin Smith playing DH, Vargas playing first base, Jorge Burroughs playing center field, Tommy Trey playing left field, and that's pretty much it from that. And then top of the eighth, Tim Towell came in to pitch run for somebody. I forgot who it was. It's probably Marino. And then top of the ninth, Tim Towell played center field and stuff, and then Adrian Jack Castro playing catcher and stuff. And he also took a chance to get came up to bat as well. So that's pretty much it from the move in the outfield and stuff. Looking up at the numbers, doesn't really look good. I would say 50-50. Marte went 2 for 5. That's okay. And so Perdomo, Carroll, Marino, and Nolan Arenado are the only ones got a base hit. The rest did not. So, again, it shows enough, like 50-50 and stuff. This was a very close game overall, but it's just, I feeling like it was just not enough. Like, we could absolutely win this game, but we didn't. So, this just kind of shows a little bit, in a way. Just, we didn't have a lot to do, even having, like, a comeback or anything. So, yeah, I'm not gonna really more focus on that today and stuff. Pitching wise enough. I literally thought enough of gonna be Ryan Nelson's gonna pitch today, but fortunately no. Actually, the starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks today on Father's Day is Jose Cabrera, and he's making his first Diamondbacks debut and his first MLB debut as well for the Diamondbacks. He went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 3, walked none, gave up none runs and stuff. So pretty good for the kid, I saw when I was watching the highlights and stuff. Fortunately, because I can't even watch the game because it was on Peacock and I don't have Peacock, so that's pretty much of that. But showing up the reaction of having his coach telling him enough, like, hey, you're going to the big leagues and stuff. And the way it was, because he was saying, just like, do you want to start the game here, or are you want to start the game in Arizona Diamondbacks and stuff? And when you hearing him, when the coach says Arizona Diamondbacks and stuff, he put a big giant smile right to the face. He knew that's the signal of enough of, like, hey, you're going to the big leagues and stuff. So I thought that was like a cool moment for him. Good for him and stuff, because I guess he's showing good numbers in the minor leagues and stuff. And anything, and he actually showed today. He actually did pretty good and stuff. Really good start overall and stuff. Hopefully we can keep this guy a little bit more longer than him going back to the minor leagues and stuff, because that's what we do with our prospect people. But hopefully he can do a lot of damage on his pitching and stuff. And I honestly enough, I would take him over than Gallen, not gonna lie. If this guy can actually do a lot better than one of our starters and stuff, he might take over their place. Not gonna lie and stuff, but yeah, it was pretty nasty and stuff. He got his first career strikeout off of Roy Lewis. It's pretty good and stuff. But yeah, just good start for the kid. Twins starting pitcher Mike Paredes, he went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, struck out 1, walked 3, and gave up 2 runs. So he didn't really had a good start, but fortunately, I think he kind of eased off a little bit and more focus on what's going on at the ending and stuff. Giving up only 2 runs, not that bad, but I think he did pretty good and stuff. But I think Jose Cabrera did a lot better over him and stuff. I get like he's new or whatever and stuff, but he did show more numbers than what Paredes did today and stuff. So that shows and stuff. Diamondbacks bullpen, Brandon Garcia, Juan Morello, Kevin Keegle, and Ryan Thompson. And the crazy thing is the person gave up the runs enough for us to lose the game is Juan Morello. Like, how does that happen? Like, the guy's been doing so well. I even made a short video of this guy of enough to apologizing because he's been so well, because I called him out of enough to go on bench a lot earlier of the season because we were against the Dodgers. I guess we were playing the Dodgers, but it's just like he's doing way much a lot better. The bullpen's been better and stuff. Something has been clicking over in the bullpen and stuff, and now we're just having struggles with the bullpen and stuff. Juan Morello is lights out, but man, when you see he's not clicking, there's something wrong with pitching, bullpen, and there's something going off with the offense. Like, there's something going on with the Diamondbacks. It's just not going well, and I don't understand it. And I want to be there just to fix it, and I can't. And it's sad because I don't know what Troy DeLavello is doing. I don't know what the staffs are doing. I don't know what the other coaches are doing. I don't know what's going on. Like, are they literally practicing what they're trying to work for and stuff so they can be better next time and stuff? Like, I don't know what's going on and stuff. You cannot give up runs like these and stuff. And also enough, it was lame enough for them to get the third run to take them to lead and stuff. It was completely stupid overall and stuff. So I would talk about it in the scoring, but it's just annoying of enough of like we lost because Juan Morello choked. It's pretty bad. Even Ryan Thompson gave up a run in the 9th inning. Like, why? Come on. Did not give us a chance to get back in the game. Scoring wise of enough, I'm actually going to talk all of them. There's not really a whole lot and stuff, so just something just want to talk about. Ketel Marte hit a 2 RBI double to make it 2-0 bottom of the 2nd, and that is the only run the Diamondbacks got. Josh Bell hit a RBI single to make it 1-2 top of the 9th, and then Alex Jackson hit a 2 RBI single to make it 3-2 top of the 7th. And this is what I want to talk about and stuff because obviously Josh Bell is on base overall and stuff. When I guess there was a throw at third base where Josh Bell was going to third and stuff, and the ball ricocheted off of Bell and went into the Diamondbacks dugout and let of enough for Bell to go to home plate, and then fortunately it let Jackson to literally go to third base. And to me, enough of like, why? Like, why? Like, what happened is, like, I get it was a bad throw from Marte because in the highlights they showed Marte getting pissed. Totally understand that and stuff. You gotta do a better throw, but it's just like it ricocheted off Josh Bell, like it hit the runner when he was trying to go to third base. Like, I'm not saying enough of, like, I blame it on Josh Bell because it hit him and stuff. It was an accident hit in a way, Josh Bell can't do nothing. He was just running. I totally understand that and stuff. Again, like, I'm fine for Josh Bell to score, but, like, why are you giving Alex Jackson like a triple out of this and stuff? He got a single anyways and stuff because the runners were awful of it. But like, come on, like, why are you putting him at the third? Like, I get that the ball is dead, but like, how about you give him a double, not three? Like, because of the plays not in means enough, he has to go to third base. Like, that doesn't make no sense. And then another thing enough it, how does Nolan Arenado supposed to get that ball if it got ricocheted off of Bell? Makes no sense. Come on up. You know, I literally saw a play from the Rockies and the Pirates game where enough of the Rockies player, Carreros or something, the third baseman for the Rockies, was trying to make a play, and Pirates scored, tied the game up, and Carreros, like, saw of enough of what happened, did not make a play when he got to the ball, and saying enough of instruction from the runner going to second base to third base because he was so close to the ball where the play where he was going in to pick up the ball and try to throw to first and stuff, and he immediately stopped after he got the ball because he realized enough that was an instruction and stuff. And the crazy thing is the ump got get through, because if that ball was not of it, everybody would be safe, the runner would be in, the Pirates would tied, but fortunately enough for that run not going through and for the to call the out, the guy to going to second to third to be out, literally ending the game and stuff. And it's honestly enough one of the worst way to lose a game and stuff. I feel bad for the Pirates overall because the manager, man, he was heated at that time. Totally understand he's coming from and stuff, but like, you gotta understand of enough. You gotta look at everything of enough. Like, I get enough of if he was impact of enough to play and stuff, and if the ball was ricocheted a little bit and stuff, like, I would see that where enough it was instruction and stuff. But the thing is enough. There was no instruction. You cleaned it clearly safe of enough, and you didn't even make an effort to make a throw to first, and you realized enough this was easy enough to just to get it out because he was so close to the ball. Like, it was the right call from the ump because of the rules, but you also need to understand enough there was no instruction from the runner to the ball and stuff because the ball did not hit the runner. That's the thing. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, I totally understand from this point where enough, but it just didn't make sense enough for Alex Jackson to go to third base and stuff. Like, why he needs to keep going and stuff, It's like, just have him at home. Don't care. He gets a like inside ballpark home run, whatever. I don't freaking care anymore, and stuff because of that reason and stuff. But like, you because like if you look back into that play with the Rockies and the Pirates and stuff, especially enough of how close the third baseman getting that ball and stuff, he felt like enough of getting involved more towards of the play and stuff. The thing is enough, did you get the ball? Yeah. You clearly cleaned it where enough of, like, if it ricocheted and it was hard for you to get to the ball, see, then we'll talk about it in a different way and stuff. But you clearly got the ball to your glove. You could absolutely throw the ball and get it out at first base, and then absolutely just not throwing anything and arguing about what happened with the runner next to you and stuff. Like, it's just like, to me, in my opinion, when I see that, pathetic way to win a game. Because like that I just thinking that's so weak. That's so weak to win a game. Okay, win the game fairly, please, and stuff. Than just saying enough of like oh, he did a instruction, we'll win the game like this way. Where clearly enough the ball did not hit the runner because he was so slightly close to the ball doesn't mean enough you have to call him out. Like, that doesn't make no sense to me, in a way, where I'm seeing enough of it. Like, it would make sense if the ball ricocheted off the runner and stuff, and it was hard for the player at third base to not get the ball and stuff. That would make more sense and stuff, but it didn't. It didn't show that and stuff. It didn't hit the runner. The player cleaned the ball and stuff with no throw at all, just to get some effort to get an out and stuff. And they lost the Pirates lost the game because some weird interference from where the ball landed, two of it and stuff. And I have a feeling again, Carreros, the third baseman for the Rockies, did that on purpose so he can win the game and stuff. If that's you want a way to win some games and stuff, you're pathetic. It's just like, that's just no way to win a game fair and stuff. And people do this on purpose. Don't win games on purpose. Win games with hard work and fairness and stuff. Like, that's what I see from just anything from sports or baseball or anything and stuff. It is just pathetic to watch people thinking enough of, let's just get wins because we want to win. Win fairness, please. Win fair. That's what I want from all sports and all teams in MLB, please. Because if I see this on the Diamondbacks, I'm going to argue with you. I'm not going to enjoy it. And then Trevor Lawrence hit a RBI double to make it 4-2 in the top of the ninth. That is the final score. We lost 2-4. The final record for the Diamondbacks is 39-38. We are one over 500. Doesn't look good. We lost the series. Stupid. So, I don't know what's going on with the Diamondbacks, what it is, and so progress. I would definitely say, staffs, do your job, okay? Do your job. Pitching-wise, staffs, do your job. Because somehow enough, the players are doing their job, too. And somehow enough, it's not clicking because you're not making them working hard enough to win games. What's the point of practice? Get better? It's obvious. Duh. Like, I have a feeling they are, but they're not getting the pressure they need. And I'm talking about good pressure. Means enough of, like, have a confidence where enough of, like, hey, let's go out there and win. Where enough of they're not doing that. There's a difference. There's a difference. Oh, well. We're playing the Cardinals. I think they're going to St. Louis and stuff. Also, it's a 4-game series as well. So, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but also enough the Cardinals are actually doing pretty good. So, sorry for the hiccup. Who knows? We'll see. It'll be interesting. We haven't seen the Cardinals and stuff. I really don't know who is on the Cardinals. Not gonna lie. There's so many new players on that team. Like, the only person I would think enough of it's on that team is probably Wynn and stuff, and he's like infield, outfield type of guy and stuff. He throws crazy fast because he has a crazy arm and stuff, uh but again, like, that's the only person like I could think and stuff is on the team and stuff. And then also, is there a guy named Church on the team and stuff? I don't know who is a pitcher on that team and stuff because none of them, I have no idea. Everybody's gone from that team. Everybody's new, and I don't know their names. So that's gonna be interesting and stuff. Especially enough of, I know their manager. I know their bench coach. Their bench coach is the former Diamondbacks, Daniel Descasio, I think. So it's gonna be interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great day, and also happy Father's Day to everybody. Yeah, I enjoyed going out with my family, with my dad, and so we had a great time eating food. The burgers was horrible. They had no flavor, and the only thing, the Wyas did not had no flavor because I did not put the sauce on the burger, and I put the sauce on the side, and I realized enough of, yeah, I made a mistake from there. So that was the big reason enough, but I don't know. The burgers were dry, not very well enough. But I just still enjoyed enough to hang out with my family. So that's all that matters. So hopefully you guys do the same thing and be there for your father because, again, I feel like having a father figure out there of enough in your life is really makes a difference in your life and stuff because, I think in parent, just anyways, mother, father, doesn't even matter if you have both or just one of them or anything and stuff. It's matter enough just to have them in your life, because they're there for you. So, because that's what's important. So yeah, again, hopefully you guys had a great Father's Day and stuff. And then have I already said have a great day and stuff. And thank you for watching.